Who from MaXXXine would you love see get an origin story?
Well, you're gonna say Leon.
I'm not gonna say Leon because it's expected that I would say Leon. But I want to know more about Elizabeth. Actually, Elizabeth Bender, the director.
Sorry. We've all got blood on our hands now.
I think that the way she carries herself is so, she's so like statuesque. Not just because it's Elizabeth Debicki, who was literally statuesque, but there is a stoicism that she plays everything with, and I think there's something really dark in her past, and I want to see like how she got to America, how she came up in Hollywood, why she's such a tough person. I think there's a lot there.
I think her story is interesting because I was thinking about having been there in 1985 and trying to come up with, who was a woman director in 1985 that was doing a movie at a studio. I'm sure they're there, but none are popping into my head. So to me, even that story, even without, without horror, is pretty good. I don't know. I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah, I know I'm not allowed to, but I'm going to go with myself on that because
There you go.
I really, really also want to watch the Puritan one. That's like I really want to watch.
Same.
So maybe we do like Molly Bennett's backstory, and then Liz Bender pops up in it. And, because I spent a lot of time thinking about what the Puritan actually looked like, and we only see those few little terrible forest shots, in Puritan 2, but I feel like it would be a good film.
The follow-up to a film that possessed a nation. The Puritan 2.
I would want to know more about Leon. How about that? I'm just going to say it. I just find that relationship that in between the words that is so understanding. It's such a strong friendship that Leon has with MaXXXine. Just tells you everything about who they are.
Name 5 celebrities who got their start in horror movies.
Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, Brooke Shields, and
MaXXXine, f***ing minx.
And he goes and says, and you don't even see your face, you just hear your beautiful voice and see your back, and you see the door and the colors of that hallway. Are you okay? That check-in is like, wow. He knew something's a little off, he could feel it. That's how close they are. So I'd like to know more about how that all took place and how that came to be.
How about for you, Ty?
Well, my goal was to try to write all of the characters in the movie in this sort of ensemble piece to where you'd want to see that of all of them. So I would love to see, the origin story of Leon. I'd love to see what Teddy Knight's life was before he was an agent. I think, Michelle and Bobby, like a sort of buddy cop story would be amazing. And yeah, hearing about Elizabeth, which, Lily could be in that as well.
Exactly.
And you could see how they made the other movie. And I mean, I think my whole goal was to try to write a bunch of sort of rich characters that, you catch up with at a moment in time with them and how they're relating to MaXXXine, but you would be interested in learning that. And I think that's what makes it fun and relatable to everybody, is that they all have their own lanes that they're in.
You take